base. The inside is 4 by 5 1/4 white. The outside is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is embossed with the, so this is the Cute Crochet. That's the thing that I used to emboss this, and I will do this for you. So your kit will come with this embossed, okay? Then you're going to have a piece of Granny Apple Green. This is probably like a 3 by 3. And as you can see, we have die cut the hearts and the foliage. So I just die cut them together. I laid them both on my piece of Granny Apple Green, just like that. Cut it. We're going to discard the border. We're going to keep this, and we're going to keep this, okay? Then you're going to get designer series paper, these patterns. So we have these 2 patterns. You're going to get little pieces of those. I think they're like 2.5-inch squares. This is the back sides. So you're going to get both of the pieces of designer series paper. You're going to cut the same heart out of both of them. You're going to get a scrap of white that we're going to do a bit of stamping on. So I'm going to bring in my gray granite ink and the large heart stamp that's in the stamp set. So we're going to ink that up. And then we're going to stamp it onto our cardstock. And it will get a little lighter as it dries. I know it kind of looks a little bit dark right now, but it will get a little bit lighter. Okay. What else am I doing here? We're going to bring back our pink flowers from the first card. Okay. And then we're also going to get a peach pie flower. So you're going to get a scrap of peach pie that you'll need to cut out another flower. So this here, we're going to do a little bit of coloring on. I'm going to use a peach pie stamp and blend, and I am just going to dot. So I'm adding a little bit of peach pie ink to some of these little tiny polka dots that are on this image, just to add some interest and some fun and some color, because we're going to be doing a little, we're going to color in these other pieces, other parts, with the pink and the green. And so I kind of wanted to bring in the peach pie, though, just for fun. So that was the dark peach pie, dark peach. This is the dark Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to kind of go around this flower, kind of just going around the edge. You can do whatever you want. If you want to color in the whole thing, you can. I just sometimes find that it's a little fun to add, completely color it in. All right, and then we're going to bring in a light Granny Apple Green, and we're going to finish off the leaves here. So I'm just kind of using the bullet, and it's almost like the perfect size to get and get those leaves colored up. Okay, so that's what we have so far. You can see I've got a little bit of the peach pie dots around there, and then the pink flowers, and then the green leaves. And then we're going to cut that out with the die, the same die that we cut all the other hearts with. We're going to do that. So there's that piece right there. What else here? We also are going to have a piece of gray granite. So I have it in here somewhere. No, I don't. Let me cut one. Let me cut one. It is a 3/4 inch by 3. So let's get a 3/4 inch. And if you guys are interested in this little trimmer, Stampin' Up! Used to have them available. It was a celebration thing. And then it came out again. You could buy it, and then of course it sold out. But I have a link to one that's extremely similar to this in the description of this video if you are interested. Okay. So we have our 3/4 by 3 inch strip of gray granite, and we have a sentiment to put on here. The sentiment says, sending you lots of love, but I don't want the word love to be on the front. I want it to be on the inside. So I'm just going to say, sending you lots of, at least on the front. Terry said I make the cutest cards. You are the sweetest person, Terry. Thank you so much. So I've masked off the word love. And I'm going to take my tape off, and then I'm going to stamp that here at the edge. Okay, so we're trying to center it. We want to leave a little space to snip off the end. So there we go. Sending you lots of, forgot the word of. Sending you lots, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Okay, and let me throw that in the trash. So we have that piece done also. I'm going to close up my ink, and I think we are ready for assembly. So we're going to take this heart and we're going to snip it up the center. Okay. And then we're going to attach it to the back of this heart right here. So you can throw a little glue back here, whatever kind of glue you want to use, whether it's liquid glue, seal, glue dots, what have you. But since I used liquid glue, I'm going to bring in a silicone mat. And I just want to have a little bit of this granny apple green showing, just to kind of, I don't know, add a little bit of interest. You want it to be similar, like the same amount sticking out of both sides. So look at that. Okay. So then we have our main layer here, and we're going to kind of throw these things on. So then we can sort of see how we want them to be, and then we shall glue them down. I'm going to use this same punch. Since this is a 3/4 inch strip, it will be perfect for that. And I'm going to tuck this underneath this heart. So I want to make sure that I can still see some of my pink heart. So something like that. And then my little flower, I'm going to tuck under. And then I'm going to snip off the top of this to use as a little leafy piece behind that. Then I'm going to tuck my peach pie underneath. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Snip that little guy off. And then we're going to add that. So that's the front of our card. So now I just need to adhere everything. So this piece I think I'm going to do with dimensionals. So I think I have a brand new sheet here. Didn't I have some left on my other sheet? I did, but now I can't find it. So it is what it is. Okay. So we're going to use dimensionals on that. We're going to use regular glue on this, since we have this on a embossed piece of cardstock. I like to use liquid glue to stick this down. Okay, I'm going to stick this down with some liquid glue also. Like I said, I'm just going to gently tuck that under. Add some glue with this little guy. I should have used adhesive sheets. I don't know how many times. I guess it's just because I'm pretty good with liquid glue, so I don't need to use adhesive sheets all the time. It would obviously be easier, but I'm pretty good with the liquid glue. So I'm going to stick this heart kind of up there. So I'm kind of having equal distance here and here about. Now I am going to stick my big heart down. But I might need to do this too. So hold on. How am I going to work this? Because this needs to go underneath here. But I feel like it's going to hit, well, I think that's probably fine. It hit my dimensional. So I'm going to go ahead and use another dimensional over here. And then I'm going to use a little glue right here. Okay, and then we're going to stick this one down. Something like that. Get this little pink heart or this pink flower. And you're going to have another pink flower. And if you want to stick it on the inside, you can. Or if you want to save it for another project, you can. But I thought since we were cutting stuff out of that pink layer on card 1, we might as well cut, we might as well cut a bunch of stuff out of there. Okay. So cute. All right, let's bring in the rhinestones. And I kind of think that these large rhinestones will fit right in the center of these large flowers. And I was right. Yay. All right, and then maybe a small one just right down here on that heart. Okay. So we'll add this to the front of the card. Again, I'm going to use liquid glue because this is embossed. And I just feel like liquid glue is a really good thing to use when you have something that's been embossed. Okay. We'll add this. And now some of you guys may have this bundle because Kelly, Dina, and I did use it in one of our catalog kickoff events. And so some of you may have purchased it for that. So you might already have this bundle. And so now you have some other fantastic ideas to use with it. I don't know. Then the inside is this. So I did the same thing. I cleaned off my stamp and I masked off the word love, but I wanted the love out. So I actually masked off the rest of the words. Okay. Dipped it into my Pretty in Pink, and then I stamped, of course, removed my tape because you always remove the tape. Stamped love. And then there is this tiny little heart image in the stamp set. And you can see that I just added a couple of Granny Apple Greens, a couple of Pretty in Pink, and a couple of Peach Pie flowers. Oh my gosh, Lisa is here and she's saying congratulations to my daughter. So thank you guys again. And then I have a little strip of the Designer Series paper. It's this pattern here, but this side. So how awesome is that we're using this duck paper, which, because I know some of you probably don't want the Charming Duck bundle. I get that. But this is some really, really cute paper. And I have really, really been enjoying using it without the ducks. I do have the duck bundle, but I haven't used it yet. But I've been using the heck out of the paper. And like I said, the paper is going to be on sale next week. So there you go. Card number 2 is now done.